I am Terrence Young. Welcome to another episode of Possess the Land. I want to talk about real estate and investing in real estate. There's a lot of ways you can invest in real estate, and a lot of different things you can do. Like you can buy and renovate property. You can buy property that's in great shape and just own it, live in it, rent it out, or you can build property on vacant land. The project I'm going to talk about today for Possess the Land is a new construction project. If you look across the street behind me there, as I stop for a second, you see a three-story building. Actually, there's two of them. One of them obviously was built some time ago, and the other one is currently under construction. Now, years ago, when I first got involved with real estate, I owned property in this area. I owned a two-unit building, and a friend of mine bought and renovated a single-family house in this area. And not far from here, I owned other property. So this is an example. I hope the wind doesn't bother us too much here on the sound. But this is an example of how important it is to buy, invest, build wealth, build a community, control what happens in your community. Now, the residents over here now might have welcomed this development, but what I find interesting about it is this, that it was a vacant lot at first. And if you see, just on the other side of the brownstone building, there's another vacant lot. Now, that lot might be owned by the city, it might be owned by a private individual, the county, who knows who owns it, but it represents a development opportunity. It represents an opportunity to possess the land. Now, as I walk back, let's take a look again, because you're going to see more vacant land around. So here's my challenge to those of you who might be looking at this video right now. My challenge is this. When I say possess the land, I'm talking about we possess the land, right? So let's have a conversation about what it takes to do development. I know it takes money, and having been a lender and having been a property owner, it takes capital. Access to capital is critically important. But it also takes an idea, it takes imagination, it takes motivation to do this kind of thing too. Now, I have nothing against anyone that comes into the neighborhood, sees vacant land, decide they want to buy that land, but I wish that more of the people who lived in the neighborhood took control of the land and connected that control to wealth building and actually try to buy some of this land. Now, I'm going to switch this video around a second. So look behind me now. What do you see? You see more vacant land across the street on the corner. Look directly behind me here. Look over here, more vacant land. Look behind me here, more vacant land. All of this, my point of showing this is this, and saying this and talking about it, all of this represents a development opportunity, an opportunity to possess the land, an opportunity to build individual wealth, to build community wealth, to build family wealth, to build generational wealth. There's two buildings over here. Later, when I come back and get a chance, I'm actually going to see if I can reach out to the developers and walk through the buildings and see exactly what it is, see if it is rental, see if it's condo, or whatever it might be. Again, I'm Terrence Young. I'm out in the neighborhood, south side of Chicago, and I got the sunshine in my face a little bit, so let me turn another direction and just talk a little bit. So I'm talking about possessing the land. I'm talking about development opportunities. I'm talking about building something that's designed to last forever. Okay, now, let's do this. All right, this is the other part of the video where you can get a forward view of the building that I mentioned. You can see that there's two identical buildings, just they changed the color of the face brick. And there's even more vacant land on the side of the building, so I suspect they're probably going to build a third one. Who knows? There's more vacant land over there. And here's the other vacant land that I was talking about. Oh, no, I'll probably turn you into the sun, hopefully not. But there's more vacant land here. There's vacant land. So this is not just unique to Chicago. You can find this in cities all over the place. You find where there used to be housing, where there used to be buildings that were torn down. And now those sites represents development opportunity for someone who had the capital, who had the interest to come in. Stay tuned for more to come. I'm Terrence Young. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on YouTube as well.